Hello, everybody. It's Victoria from CreativeHealingAndWellness.com and Become Your Best Self and Transform Your Life. This is my day 19. Oh my goodness. I'm in the final stretch. I only got about, after today, 10 more videos to go. Anyway, I was thinking about what I'm going to talk about today. And I came across one of my little ebooks that I have on living your purpose, or living on purpose, actually. Sorry, I take that back. Living on purpose. A little bit different. So I wanted to kind of teach you a little bit. There's 7 steps to the basics of starting to live on purpose. And yes, the play on words is really important. Living on purpose. You know, we do things, deliberately. And that is how we grow, and that is how we transform, is by putting forth deliberate action and then reaping the benefits from that. So, living on purpose. I'm going to start with a quote, which I found in the book, which I really like. It's from Steve Maraboli. You were put on this earth to achieve your greatest self, to live out your purpose, and to do it fearlessly. Now, I know I've talked about living with a fearless heart. That's what Tara Brach teaches. That's kind of part of it. So, most people today are struggling with the concern that how they are going about their lives isn't really in sync and living their life purpose. So what are the basics of living on purpose? And how will you be able to live a life that is aligned to your calling, authentic, and put it into action, and being able to put into action your purpose every single day? This is a big one, because you know what, when we're aligned with ourselves and we are moving about our lives with diligence and determination and really on purpose, the world opens up, the doors open up. And it can be incredible. It can be totally incredible. So there are 7 basic steps to living on purpose. And the first one I talk about all the time, and that is awareness. You have to be aware that what is not necessarily the genuine expression of your creative, powerful, and true self. Most of us go through our lives not truly in line with our truest, most powerful self. So you have to begin with acknowledging the difference of being mindful of how you live in today, the present moment, and how you constantly project your personal desires in the future, which have chances of not turning out real. Now, I'm going to read that again, because that is kind of a weird little question, a little sentence there. I have my notes here. So you have to begin acknowledging the difference of being mindful of how you live in today, the present moment, and how you constantly project your personal desires into the future, and which can have chances of not turning out real. So, it basically goes back to, you create your own world. You create your life. So your thoughts end up being, creating your surroundings. So, we create our lives. So if we think negatively, we create a negative life. If we think positively, we create a positive life. So being aware of those thoughts and which things bring you to that more positive place and which thoughts bring you to that negative place, It's one of the first steps in truly living on purpose. So awareness is key. I mean, it's really, I talked about, the roommate yesterday, being aware of the roommate. And before it was like watching the thinker, these are things, these are very simple things that help us be more aware. Now, the second thing is you got to be committed. You really got to be committed. You can't go through life kind of half-heartedly. You really have to show your commitment on working on what you want to create. And, understand that a lot of your unconscious impulses are going to kind of come in and try to derail you. So the more committed you are to being in that alignment and truly living on purpose and in that awareness state is going to go a long way. Commitment is key. It is like, almost everything in life you need to be committed to accomplish successfully. So we got awareness and we got being committed. And the third thing is searching for guidance. Now, I did this when I was seeking my path, is I searched for guidance from everywhere. Books, teachers. I spent so much money on my schooling, and the last 2 years has been crazy. It's been crazy, but I was just absorbing. I was just like sucking everything in like a sponge, and I just, finding people to support me and finding people to teach me and guide me, and those that were a little bit further on the path than I was, they can teach so much. So, so you got to search for guidance. So, the more you do that, the more authenticity you'll have in your life. Because you truly, you just become a sponge, and you got that commitment there, so you just latch on to anything that lights up your soul, and it's awesome. So number 4 is go for clarity. This is really important. Becoming clear is essential. So living on purpose requires you to be crystal clear on who you are, what makes you tick, and what your desire is for the future. Clarity. You need to know what values you uphold and identify, and you will need to also identify your passions, your strengths, your weaknesses, all of which should be aligned as you claim your life's purpose, together with the intention of serving greater good and meeting humanity's needs. Now, that's a little bit, upper here. Not everybody needs to serve humanity. But really knowing what you want out of life. Like, here's a great question for you. If you could snap your fingers and tomorrow wake up with your completely ideal life, what would that look like? All the details, the colors, the smells, the scents, everything. The more clear you are, the easier it's going to be to follow that path. And the easier it's going to be committed as well. Now, there's another step. This is number 5. And I really kind of like this. And I try to do this. It's not always easy, but it's render service. So the highest form of life fulfillment stems from serving the people around you. And being able to express your purpose after you finally known your inner self. So, being able to just fully express and be present with that fearless heart, and being able to serve others, even if it's just some volunteer work you do pretty regularly, to kind of keep you in line with what you truly want out of life. And obviously, what I teach more spirituality and really transforming yourselves into your best self. And really, service can really help. Volunteering, being able to serve people and teach people and guide people and mentor people, that all it's very fulfilling, really is. And I can tell you, since I've started this journey and I started my group, I can't tell you how much joy I get being able to be in a position where I can serve people. If somebody needs something, a little bit of a mind shift or a perspective thing, or even just some loving words, I can offer that. And it's amazing. It's such an amazing feeling. So yes, render service. So step 6 is take a step forward. So you've made the commitment to do the actions to get there. Well, now you have to commit yourself to your path. You have to commit yourself to your brand new path of living on purpose today and step forward as you create a plan on how you further develop yourself to become better tomorrow. So it's like pretty much putting out a little, roadmap for yourself and really saying, I'm going to do this, it's going to happen. And, that commitment is really awesome. And then the 7th thing is to just be thankful. And I know I talk about this all the time. Being thankful, being grateful, being appreciative. It's really important. Really, I can't even stress it enough. And it's going to pop up over and over and over again. And heck, I'm doing this 5-day challenge. I'm running one in my group. Gratitude is really awesome. It's really cool. But at the end of the day, living your life's purpose boils down on saying thank you and being grateful for being alive, with all of the chances of experiencing energy, breath, and all the basic goodness of life. Oh my gosh, it's gonna raise you up. Sorry, stumbling over my words again. Not a wordsmith, but I tried really hard. My heart is there. But just being grateful and just, just being grateful for being alive and having the ability to go forth and be your true self. I'm speechless. There's no words. There is no words for that amount of gratitude. And so that is my quick video today. I mean, it was 13 minutes, but yeah, I live on purpose. Live on purpose with determination and getting that clarity of what you really want out of life. There's no such thing as fate. There's no such thing as coincidence. Everything is on purpose. So go with it. Go with it and just fully live on purpose. Be committed. Be aware. Be grateful. Serve. And truly, truly be who you are meant to be. So that's my message for today. I hope it resonates, as always. And join my group if you want. We just hit 100 members. Yay! I'm so excited. And it's amazing. We have people all over the world: New Zealand, Australia, the UK, Ireland, Canada, US. I mean, they're everywhere. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, yes. So join my group. I'll put a link, and I will see you tomorrow for day 20. Yay! Okay. So as always, be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and walk in love and light. And I hope you have an amazing night. Bye-bye.